Hey guys, Coach Gaglione from GaglioneStrength.com. I have my friend Nikki here today for our next special guest. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, great. Hi. So just tell the people watching a little bit about yourself, what you do, and then what you got kind of going on right now.
I have a screen printing company. We do screen printing, embroidery, custom clothing. I'm also into fitness. I go to the gym at least 5 days a week. It's kind of hard to balance, but that's what I have going on right now.
But you get it done.
I get it done.
Awesome.
No matter what.
So you're real busy. You're a small business owner, entrepreneur, which is awesome. So tell people watching a little bit about how you first got kind of started into fitness and like lifting and how that's kind of progressed over the years.
Okay. Well, I started off in high school. I was playing tennis. I was into sports, not crazy or anything like that. As soon as I got into college, I got into fitness more, going to the gym, lifting weights. As soon as I hit like 22, 23, I really started lifting weights. I started looking into programs, meal plans, eating healthy, like looking into different supplements to help me out. And now I'm at the point I go to the gym 5 days a week. I lift weights moderately. I'm modest, I say moderately. I like to deadlift, squat, lift weights. I follow a couple programs right now, and it's just between balancing the two, I try to get things done.
Very cool. So did you start out training 5 days a week, or like what did you kind of do in the beginning versus like kind of how you're training like now? How did that
in the beginning, I mixed it up. I was playing tennis 2 to 3 days a week. I would go to Long Beach and play tennis for 2 hours. And then another 2 or 3 days a week, I would go to the gym. Then once I got into it more, I would go to the gym either before or after I played tennis to try to get some weightlifting in there too, because tennis was like 2 hours of cardio, which was good. But then I slowly progressed, and now being where I'm at this point, I'm pretty busy, so I go to the gym right before I go to work, and I don't play tennis anymore. But now I'm at 5 days a week, so I didn't start off that way, I just progressed into it. Yeah.
And I think another thing that's really great kind of tip, and I know with myself, I've been kind of making sure I can get my cardio in the morning. Being a business owner, a lot of times like your health can get affected negatively real easily, especially when you're first starting. So getting that workout in like first thing in the morning, getting the blood flowing, and starting the day with something positive. There's so many like not just physical benefits, but also mental benefits of that as well. So can you tell us a little bit about that and how like training not only helps you physically, but also like as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, someone that is trying to be successful not just in the gym, but also outside the gym?
Yeah, so if I don't go to the gym in the morning, my brain is mentally exhausted. I don't get as much accomplished. I don't even have as much energy. I don't get to sleep at a decent time, and that's a big thing too. Without sleep, I'm useless. So if I go to the gym in the morning, I get my workout in, I go to work, I have a successful day, and I get everything I need to done. I'm able to go to sleep at a decent time, wake up at a decent time, and do it all again. If I don't go to the gym, I don't feel the same. I'm tired, sluggish, and it just really, really helps in that aspect.
Cool. So I think a lot of people, they think, oh, do I have the time to actually commit to this? And whether it's 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever it is, if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I say just get in when you can. Do something, because something's always better than nothing. I always say that. So don't if 5 days a week sounds scary, or you don't need to be doing this 2 or 3 hour marathon, especially if you're a businessman. Sometimes it's a really hectic career. That kind of thing, if you're trying to advance in like your career. Don't be afraid to kind of shorten your workouts if they're short and intense. Quality over quantity, I think, is like really good.
I go in, sometimes I'm there less than an hour. I go in, I get as much done in as little time as possible, and then I get out, because I used to go for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I'm like, what am I getting done? I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, and how much work? So I think like trying to like have more density, less rest. Maybe supersets, things like that. Like for me, I'm more focused on my strength, but like I said, a lot of times I only have time for 2 or 3 movements. I hit them really hard, and I'm still able to make progress in my lifting too, so I think that's really great advice. Awesome. So I want to shift gears a little bit, talk about your company a little bit. So it seems like you're kind of growing. I feel like you're always, we're always like chatting, and we're both like working at like weird hours and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy, which is pretty cool. So tell me a little bit how you kind of get started and what like inspired you to start the company, and how did you kind of take it to the next level? You're looking to kind of expand and things like that. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Well, before I started the business, I was a nanny. So I kind of totally switched gears from that. And before that, I was going to school to be a teacher. And I definitely switched gears from that. So I started off as a nanny, got into starting my own business. My boyfriend actually motivated me to do so. He saw I was getting into fitness more and more. We started off as like a fitness line, having our clothes made for us. So we started off going to a screen printer, having them made for us. Then it progressed into I wanted to not make them yet, but I wanted to look into different like clothing options. So I went to a big convention, got into it more and more. Then we looked into the equipment, bought it just to print for ourselves, and that was it. We started in one room in the house, and then we took over, we were in 2 rooms, then 3 rooms, then we took over the basement, and then we moved into a warehouse. And that's our store where we're at now, and now we're ready to move it. We're looking at another store and another warehouse. We just upgraded our equipment again. It just like snowballed into this big thing.
Cool.
And really, really awesome.
Very cool. Congratulations on that. So
Thank you.
I can definitely relate to a lot of times people, we're in this kind of like facility now, which is nice, it's big. I started out just volunteering, then I worked as a personal trainer. Then I had my own space. I was subleasing inside the wrestling club. Then I had a smaller space. Now we're kind of in this bigger space. It's kind of medium sized. So don't be afraid to kind of start small. Don't be afraid to like learn. So you went to some conventions and stuff. So if you maybe like have a career you're not happy with and you want to kind of shift gears, like just start somewhere and then just kind of get your foot in the door and then just keep kind of progressing. Just like with lifting weights or fitness, you don't need to like start off with 500 pounds. You start off with like the empty bar and you kind of progress a little bit each day. I think sometimes we get too caught ahead with like the ultimate kind of goal. We kind of lose sight of just making a little progress. And now like a couple of years in, it's like like I've been coaching people for 10 years, but I've been in business for 5, and from like year 1 to year 5, it's like a completely different operation. So
yeah, it's not only starting off small, but it's taking the jump. Like not being comfortable, because at first I was like, well, I need to make sure I still have this amount in the bank because I gotta pay my bills, I have to meet this. And then it went to the point where I was like, I don't care, spend it all, we'll make it back, we'll make it work. And now we've just been doing that and putting everything back in, because I didn't want to quit my job at first. It was in the afternoons and I didn't want to quit, I didn't want to lose that because I was nervous. But once you get over being nervous and you have no other choice but to succeed, but to do it, you don't have a choice. You have to pay your bills, you have to get things done. Just do it.
Cool. So it kind of reminds me of actually a podcast you introduced me to. So shout out to Andy Frisella, but zero options mentality. You just kind of we have actually got to be all in. I don't know if you can see it on there, but when you kind of your back's against the wall and you like have to like succeed, it's way different than like, oh well, maybe I'll just like have this like backup plan. This is like you're kind of like, I'm doing this and that's it. It's a way different. Like you're gonna attack your goals much different than saying, oh well, maybe I'll kind of like put, it's kind of like just putting your foot in the water a little bit versus just jumping in and just kind of like just going for it. So yeah, don't be afraid. And like I said, if you want to be smart and have a plan, obviously. But be confident enough to follow through and actually like do it. I think a lot of people are just kind of afraid to make that step. And you just gotta like you gotta be smart. And that's okay. But you have to kind of like have the belief in yourself that it's gonna work out.
You don't want to make foolish decisions. You don't want to just jump into silly things. But at the same time, you want to plan it out. You want to execute it, and then take it from there. And definitely anyone who's starting a business, thinking about it, even where you're working, I definitely recommend listening to that podcast. It's the MF CEO podcast by Andy Frisella, and you can check it out on SoundCloud or anything like that. But that's really, we have that blasting all day at work, all day.
Yeah, and I think whether it's podcasts, like audiobooks and things like that, even something like this, I think I spend a lot of time, whether it's that kind of stuff, when I'm doing my cardio or if I'm commuting, you know, you could use that time as like education, or you can kind of use it just to kind of like, you know, whatever. So if you have whatever time you have, leverage it. So if you're busy, like I said, use that commute time to get better, educate yourself. And like I said, something like that, like Andy's podcast, it's also, it's very educational, but also it puts you in the right frame of mind to get shit done, get work done. And I think if you're, you know, it's just like it being in the gym, if you're surrounding yourself with positive people that are kind of better than you, people that are kind of training at a higher level, you're going to kind of rise to that level. So surrounding with other people, other business owners, other people that are stronger than you, more fit, you're going to kind of learn from them and get better. So there's definitely a lot of parallels there with training and life. So that was like kind of the main reason I wanted to get Nikki on the line today. So
anytime that you can surround yourself with people who are doing better than you have no choice but to do better. Right. If you're surrounding yourself with people who are partying the weekend and not doing anything in their lives, then they're going to influence you to do that.
Yeah, I think it's just like, you know, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to kind of go against the grain a little bit. I think that's like another thing. You know, some things that maybe like me or Nikki do, like sometimes like I don't know, it's like we were talking, it was like 10, 11 at night and we're like still like working on something, but it's when you have that drive and you have that passion, like you're willing to kind of sacrifice that time and energy because you have this big vision of like what's to come and people that you're going to help and the impact you're going to have. Yes. And if you can find that passion, something you're passionate about, like I said, it doesn't need to be printing t-shirts, it doesn't need to be lifting weights and getting people strong, but whatever it is, like whatever your passion is, if you can kind of make that into a career and actually solve problems for people. Like I said, you know, I need cool t-shirts, so I can see like Nikki, that's a problem that we have. And you know, for me, like a lot of people don't know how to get strong, they don't know how to lift weights properly, they may be intimidated to kind of come into a gym like this. And that's kind of like a problem that we're solving. And one of the reasons I started these this series is because I think a lot of women especially are very intimidated to kind of come into a gym and kind of attack their goals and not really sure like where to start. So kind of seeing some other women that have kind of done it themselves, you can kind of relate to them and kind of get inspired just to kind of take that first step. So
definitely have a good environment, good people here. So it's definitely encouraging. It would help people to come in to get things done, to get started, to just get their foot in the door. Like you have your sign on the door. You've already taken the hardest step.
Yeah, the hardest part. Yeah, you did the hardest part. Absolutely. So just some like kind of advice, whether you can maybe do like one part on like the fitness thing and then one part on like the business. Someone's kind of on the fence of getting started, like we'll say first fitness and then we'll go into the business. What's like one piece of advice you can kind of tell them?
So my hardest part is getting to the gym. That's my hardest part. So if I'm tired, I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. I kept a job in the morning. I put kids on the bus. So I'm up 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to be there by 7. So that's my hardest part, waking up, being awake. So right from there, I just drive myself to the gym. Doesn't matter if I still have crust in my eyes. I drive myself to the gym and then I just walk in. Because I know as soon as I walk in, I'm going to see somebody doing something. Those are the days I get the best workouts, just getting myself in the door. Even if I have to stop in the parking lot, I take a 10-minute nap and then I go in the gym. I've done it before. But just getting there, getting my foot in the door, because I know I'm going to see someone doing something, it's going to motivate me, it's going to encourage me, or I like blast some rap music or something. But the hardest part is getting there. I would say just don't think about it, just go, drive there, walk in the door, you're going to see something, you're going to be motivated, you're going to get the best workout. That's when I get the best workout, is when I don't want to go.
Yeah, I just want to kind of jump in on that. I think you got to show up. You got to be consistent. So having a routine, getting in a routine, especially if you're busy, like making time for it. And like I said, for me too, like getting the cardio in the morning is very tough because I'm very busy. I'm just like, oh man, the last thing I want to do is just kind of like get on the elliptical or walk or whatever. But once you got to get going, it's like you said, a snowball effect. Like you get rolling, you build that momentum, and then you kind of carry that momentum. So it's just really just kind of once you kind of get moving and you just get started, the first step is showing up. So, and then what about for like maybe starting your own business, or maybe they're not an entrepreneur, but maybe they want to switch careers, or they want to advance their career, like just some tips for like success, like also for like kind of outside of life and like kind of business or kind of career and stuff.
Once I knew that I have no other option. I said to myself, you're gonna be successful, this is gonna work, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Once you have that frame of mind, then it totally helps, because if in the back of your mind, I did it for a while, I said, I don't know if this is gonna work out. I don't know where I'm gonna be in 5 years. Like if this doesn't work, I can always go back to school to do this. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Say, I'm doing this, it's gonna work, and I'm gonna be successful, this is what I'm gonna do. And that's it. And then you'll do it. As soon as I change that, I'm in a building, I'm getting a bigger building. I just ordered a huge piece of equipment for my business. We've expanded, we've gotten larger orders. It's just been, ever since I did that, everything's been coming together.
Very cool. And another thing I just want to kind of, when you start about ordering equipment and things like that, I think also too, sometimes people are like, oh, do I want to spend this money? I think just another kind of tip, view that as like an investment also, and realize like, some people are like, oh, well, like, even whether it's like joining a gym or whatever, oh, it costs this much money, but whether it's, if you're training, it's an investment. If you're hiring a coach, going to the gym, it's an investment in your health. If you're getting a piece of equipment or you're going to a seminar to learn and things like that, it's not an expense, it's an investment in your career, it's an investment in your knowledge. And if you can work on yourself and make yourself better, that investment's always going to kind of pay off, more than, double, triple, tenfold of, what you actually kind of put into it. So
it's always an investment. If you think about it, if I join this gym, if I get there an hour, 3 days a week, I'm going to be that much happier. I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to be able to put more work into my business. I'm going to be able to put more work into my job, into being the best me. It helps all around. You don't have to own a business. You don't have to. It's just for you. It's to be happier, to be healthier, to live a long life, to be just healthy and happy. It doesn't mean you have to own a business.
Very cool. And I think a good kind of thing we could kind of wrap up with, like, whether it's training, business, life, relationships, you want to have good habits. You want to be kind of practice excellence all the time. That's like one thing I kind of like lost sight of sometimes. I've let my health go, and I'm kind of getting too focused on the business, and vice versa. Yeah. We just had like our best month this past month in business. It's also been like oddly enough the most focused I've been on my health in like probably years. Whether it's a coincidence or not, I don't think it is. And like when you're kicking ass in training, you're gonna kick ass in all areas of life. I think that's like really like what it comes down to. So make sure you kind of make that time for yourself, and you're always trying to progress you. So I think that's good. Any parting words? Where can they find more about you and your company if they want to contact you for?
You can contact me on Instagram. It's at Nikki, Nikki, Relentless. It's RE13NTLESS. And that's my Instagram and all my contact info.
And what kind of like services do you have? Like you do this, so like what can they get? What can they get from you?
Screen printing, embroidery, heat transfer, vinyl, direct to garment. We offer anything from 1 piece to 1,000 pieces.
And it's something they have to be local, or could it be like outside of like Long Island?
No, it can be outside of Long Island. We ship all across the country. Cool. We're located in West Babylon. If anybody wants to come by and check us out, that's definitely awesome too.
So definitely check out Nikki, give her a follow. Definitely contact her if you need shirts or any type of. We have some cool designs coming from them, which I'm pretty excited about. So definitely be on the lookout for those. And I just want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
If this interview helped you, please share it, please subscribe, please like the post, and show Nikki some love, drop a comment, and we'll see you guys soon, okay? Thanks guys for watching.
Thank you.